Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. It's like I always say, despite being here all the time, I like to get to you from time to time. I can tell you that a lot has changed, but you don't see it, or I could even say that you see it, and you are getting involved in everything you see. It's each person's decision. It's like that father or mother whose objective is to educate, teach good manners, teach correct habits, teach right from wrong, build a child's character, up to a certain age. From the age of 12, that soul is already fully formed and ready to begin its journey. It is the parent's job to observe the results of everything they taught, of all the values that they have placed, and follow with a lot of love, pulling the reins from time to time, calling to reason, but never trying to change that soul anymore. She is already starting to follow what was planned for her. So I can say that you are at this stage, you are already starting to walk alone. Many will hear it and may think, no, but I've arrived now, I'm not that prepared. So for those who are arriving now and who think they still need to have the support of mom and dad to learn something, I would say that mom and dad are traveling, and you won't have that support anymore at this time. The time has come for you to accept what you are, and you are no longer a child. I can say here that everyone who arrives has already had the call back there, at some point during the journey. They may not even remember it, but they did. And he made a choice. He did not accept the invitation, but now he decided to change his mind and is arriving here. And he simply wants to have all the rights of everyone who is here and who has walked the walk since the beginning. Interesting. I will tell you all few things. Among them is that character, those good customs, right and wrong, values, I already gave them. You received all of this, and today you are here, walking on your own 2 feet. They no longer need so much support, so much teaching to discern what is right from what is wrong. Of course, learning never ends. You in your own world go to school and go through many levels, where you can choose to stop whenever you want. But whoever decides to continue can get ahead and become an expert in something. So learning never ends, there is always something to teach. But that mold, those values, are already established. There is no reason for you to think they are not ready. However, every day, life itself puts you in situations where sometimes you realize exactly which way to go, due to the teachings they received. But often, you don't find answers. Search everything that was said, search everything you learned and find no answer. Why? At some point you let it go, because you're just like a student at school. There are students who are diligent, pay attention, write down everything the teacher says, study when they get home, really try to learn the material, not just memorize it and know it to take the test. They try to absorb, they look for other sources, they try to understand the subject completely. So this student will be a good student his entire life, because that is part of his structure. There are already those who go to school and study just to take the test. The test is over, the whole matter is erased from your mind. Then I ask a question, what type of student are you? Because if with everything that has been said here you have a situation and you still don't know how to get out of it, I would tell you that you are in the second group. You studied for that moment of the test and forgot the material. So, at the current juncture in humanity's journey, everything that had to be said has already been said. Everything that was important for you to know has already been said. Whoever kept it, kept it. For those who didn't keep it, I suggest listening to everything again, maybe this time you'll learn your lesson. So those students who are now arriving at school and who think they have to take private lessons, I will tell you that they don't, because back then, as I said a moment ago, you had the opportunity and didn't want to. They made a choice, not to believe, not to want, and I respect it. Only now, you won't have any special treatment. The material is there, all recorded. Study, study hard and you will understand. Oh, don't you understand? Ask me, ask Sananda, ask Maria, ask whoever you want and you will get an answer. I find it very interesting that at this point in the journey, you still insist on not asking us questions. They still insist on thinking that we will not respond. So, as long as you think like this, you will be denying everything you have been taught. Because one of the most important things that was taught to you here is, we are there by your side. If we were physical, you would touch us, we are so close. If you have a question, ask and we will definitely know how to answer you. But many insist on asking someone else. Once again I will say it here, don't send me questions through this speaker. I don't do this kind of thing. If I'm by her side all the time, it's her walk, don't confuse things. I'm not in a room, waiting for someone to ask me something and for me to answer. If you want to know something about me, not just me, Sananda, Maria, ask us. Not to the little friend, not to her, to us directly. I believed this was already embedded in your minds, but it seems not. You keep confusing things. I'm not sitting around waiting for questions to answer through her, and I won't. If you want to know something, ask us directly. This is the lesson you still insist on not learning. Do you have doubts? Do you not know what to do? Ask for our help, not the help of others, not the help of your colleague. If you want a reliable answer to your problem, we will be the ones to respond, not someone else. So it doesn't matter if you're old here or if you're new. The classes are there, study, you will not be treated differently, nor will you have private lessons to learn what you were unable to understand. You couldn't understand, ask us, anyone else. The time is now for a lot of introspection. What is that? It's turning completely inward, it's forgetting the world outside, it's seeking your soul, it's seeking spiritual balance, no longer material, no longer physical, and you will not find this in anyone. No one will help you find this magic formula, just us. Sananda explains this very well in the letters. So why do you insist on not asking us? Do you insist on delegating a problem that is yours to someone else? Because the doubt is yours, the lack of understanding is yours. Why pass this on to someone else? Waiting for someone else to give you advice? This is not the time for advice, the time is to listen to those around you, and who are part of your spiritual structure, not the other. So, don't expect different treatments here, because you won't get them. Everyone right now is being treated the same. Seek the information, study, ask for help, and you will quickly be on par with everyone who has been here for some time. So as I said, the character, values, and customs have already been passed on to you. You no longer need us to carry each one of you on our laps, so that you don't get hurt. This time is over. You left this time, now is the time to live the path of your soul, the path necessary for your evolution, this is the point.